Welcome to Media Men Online. I am Dan. This is Jeremy.
Hello.
Spoilers ahead for Fast and Furious 10, or Fast 10, Fast Furious, as they call it.
Yes. Fast and Furious 10. I don't know how they made explosions in cars boring, but by golly, they pulled it off.
You know what this show needs? Is Paul Walker. Ever since the movies weren't great to begin with, but ever since he's been gone, it just is, it's really hard because Vin Diesel, he is not a good main character. If he was a John Wick style character where he didn't say anything, then I could buy it. But this guy's dialogue is...
Yeah, I mean, let's compare this movie to The Chronicles of Riddick.
Mhm.
Chronicles of Riddick was a fun watch. It was exciting. Vin Diesel used his voice really well and sparingly. I mean, I liked it. I think it's an awesome movie. This one, oh my god, Chronicles of Riddick would not have been that great if it had started with a fucking barbecue.
Well, I don't get it. There's got to be.
I was watching all these people cooking and hanging a car. I'm like, is a helicopter gonna come through the barn now or what? I mean, are they gonna have a hug grandma montage? I don't know these people. I don't give a
the grandma we never see again. It's just to show that he has a grandma, I guess.
It's like, unless grandma is going to show up with an 18-wheeler full of dynamite, I don't care.
Yeah.
And even then, I still don't want to see the hugging montage until after she blows some shit up.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's contractually obligated that they have to have at least one barbecue per movie.
Maybe.
It's terrible.
In Fast and Furious 1, the barbecue happens after, everyone almost dies a few times.
Yeah.
The barbecue was there to get Paul Walker's character into Vin Diesel's character's family.
Yes.
This is just like, hey guys, did you know that Fast and Furious contains a family? You did. Well, watch this 20 minutes of nonsense anyway.
Yeah.
And here we're going to have Ludacris talk to the comedic relief character about the quality of intelligence.
And the way
we now return to a helicopter on a grappling hook.
Now, I mean, obviously, full spoilers for people who care, which...
You can't spoil
whatever.
Some Furious movie.
But basically, this is one of, and I don't know if you knew this, but this is part one of a 3-movie series. 3. And the first... I think it's freaking Star Wars or something.
I'm not watching the next two.
No. And I thought this would be fun to roast, but if we would have spent time roasting Fast and Furious 9, then it would have been fun to roast because that movie was just offensively terrible.
Yeah.
But this was just boring. There are 2 characters that I thought were actually... Oh, sorry. Before I get into that, I was going to say the end of the movie sees Dom flying down the side of a dam, the Hoover Dam or something. And as it explodes, I can't wait until the next movie opens with them at a barbecue. That's the last thing we see is him, all hope is lost or whatever. And he's going to be at a barbecue with his grandma and that kid, whoever's left.
But yeah, the cliffhanger, yeah. I'm sorry, it's not a fucking cliffhanger. Like, oh yeah, the 8-year-old kid's going to die with his dad. No, he's not.
Yeah.
A cliffhanger, a good cliffhanger would have been like, if John Cena's character was at the bottom of the dam, you might kill him off.
And apparently they did.
I mean, I didn't see him die. He ain't dead.
I'm hoping not, because there are 2 characters that I enjoyed. One of them is John Cena. The other is, why did I blank on his name?
Was it the cop guy?
Jason Momoa. Okay, 3, yeah. The other guy was like the main, Alan Ritchson as Ames.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Jason Momoa in this as well. He's super weird and flamboyant and just he's just trying to torture all the Fast and Furious crew or whatever they're called, the family.
Now, see, I did not enjoy that. I thought it was just a poorly done Fast and Furious Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not really digging that. I don't know what would have made it good. I mean, because I like Heath Ledger's Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, they tried to do like, I don't know, they turned the quirkiness up to 7, but I don't know. It wasn't like funny or unexpected. Like, oh, that's what they're doing, and then everything else was just kind of by the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you go, girl. I'm like, okay.
I think for me, in a movie which has Vin Diesel,
he acted like the gay barista at my Starbucks, and
yeah,
not threatening.
but a movie containing Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Ludacris, that random light-skinned chick, and Jordana Brewster, John Cena and Alan Richardson and Jason Momoa stick out so bad. Like, it's like, why are they in this movie? What's her face is in this? Brie Larson. She's terrible. Oh my God.
What character is
Like,
Brie Larson?
What's that?
What character is Brie Larson?
The skinny blonde who talks to him at a bar or whatever. She's like the one that gets shot, but of course she doesn't die.
Is she like the villain from a previous movie?
I think this is the first movie she was in. She plays a character called Tess. But
oh yeah, she didn't do anything.
No, I don't know. Maybe at some point Hollywood will get over this, but the light-skinned chick, every single thing that she does, it's like, oh, she has to be right. She has to be the best at everything, and she can't ever be one-upped. It'd be like, oh, if Tom Brady was in the next one and he's just lacing darts, just throwing footballs through the moving tire and shit, and she just came up and was just dotting them. There's that whole scene with the rolling ball of fire thing, which I guess fire doesn't explode bombs or something.
I don't know what was burning. It was a metal ball.
Right.
I mean, it had gasoline on it, but like that thing went like 3 miles down the road.
Yeah. It rolled further than most of these people drove in cars this movie.
Her only contribution to the movie, as far as I can remember, is she said, "Oh, look how well coded Jason Momoa's plan is." Have you ever seen anything like that? Jason Momoa is so good at coding off screen, guys.
Oh, it does. The ball does cut a bus in half at one point as well. So
yeah,
it's
but
made
then
out
Dom
of
nudges it with his car. If you hold the steering wheel with muscles, the ball won't damage your car.
Yeah,
cut a bus in half, but it'll just bounce off your car.
Maybe if the metal's strong enough, maybe they got like Wolverine's adamantium or something, because maybe the bomb wouldn't even explode because the metal's so strong. Like
the real hero is whatever that fucking car is made of.
So I have one bit of dialogue I had to write down, and I think it's during this ball scene, Vin Diesel, stand clear, I got this. Michelle Rodriguez, no, we got this. And I'm reenacting the exact tones of their voices. Does anyone think this dialogue's good, or is this movie is specifically designed for people who just want to see shit blow up and people drive fast? It's not good. The dialogue is real bad.
You know how before Bruce Willis had to retire due to disease, he did like 20 movies as quickly as possible to try and get some money together?
Yeah.
That's how everyone is acting.
Yeah.
Who is the best actor in this movie, and why is it that 8-year-old?
Oh my
He's the only one that gives a shit. And John Cena is in full Make-A-Wish mode for this whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I don't know, it might be the highlight. I don't know.
Yeah, he's in Make-A-Wish for both his nephew and for this movie to have some damn personality.
Yeah, I mean, the cop guy was okay, but he didn't fit the rest of the movie. And I didn't know like what his deal was. Like, I wasn't surprised when he betrayed them. Like, he's been hunting them until like 8 seconds ago. But now it's a betrayal. I don't know.
The cops are chasing Vin Diesel, who's chasing the ball to try and like divert it from the Vatican.
Oh yeah, the entire city police force that can keep up with a professional driver. Yeah, that police force.
Yeah, and they're see
just ignoring the ball.
Like, why aren't they helping him with the ball and they're just chasing him instead? What does he think this is like?
If we shoot Dom, the ball will just stop rolling. Yeah.
What's the name of the game, the soccer game where you're in a car?
I mean, polo is the soccer game on a horse.
No, I mean, it's a video game. You're in a car. It's like 3-on-3, and it's like soccer.
Oh, Rocket League.
Yes. Do they think that this is just Vin Diesel playing Rocket League with this ball?
That would explain why the ball's on fire and the physics.
He's trying to just keep like pushing it forward with the car. And the last thing, Vin Diesel hits this like, crane thing to knock the ball into the water. And the crane launches the car. And it looks like in a superhero movie if the hero was like smashed by the Hulk or something against the wall. Because the car like...
And the car just drives away.
Yeah.
I mean, here's my thing. If the car could move the crane that moves the ball, why couldn't the car just move the ball? It's like video game logic where like you can't move the ball because it's not highlighted for you to target it.
And I think Pete Davidson's in this movie.
Fortunately, it's brief.
Yeah.
He is also trying to do Jason Momoa's quirkiness, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal was. I kind of spaced out.
That scene was tacked on at the end to insert him into the movie, I swear. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else. They don't get anything. Like one of the guys eats a mushroom and gets high, but I mean eats a muffin and gets high, but then the next scene he's fine next scene he's kung fu fighting Jason Statham. I thought like he'd be high trying to talk to his old buddy. No, he's just the scene changed. Nothing matters anymore. Okay, so when Jason Momoa drags the 8-year-old off of the car, he just drove the car up to John Cena's car. John Cena's car has mirrors on it, right? Like he should have seen. He knew he was being chased. Like, oh man, he snuck up on me, boss. He snuck up on me in a tunnel.
John Cena did have a cool tank car thing.
It only gets like 3 shots off. I was disappointed.
Only gets like 3 miles to the gallon as well.
And then like someone has a helicopter sneak up on them, I think.
Yeah, Vin Diesel has 2 helicopters, and apparently they were trying to lift the car up and throw him off the ledge or whatever. And apparently if you just hold the wheel really tight, you can it started to lift him, and then it would show Vin Diesel like trying to squeeze the wheel tight, and apparently that keeps the car from lifting.
He just like holds the steering and just bends it back down. Oh, we can't pull him up, boss. The tire's spinning real fast.
He's holding the wheel
Diesel's
tight,
in a race with Vin Diesel's in a race with someone he's known his whole life who pulls out a gun in a particular gunfight to help him, and just lets that guy die and saves a chick he just met. So that was nice. Turns out she was the sister of someone, and he knew that by looking at them, because I guess old Dom's got 23andMe radar.
One thing that I really liked, I thought was a 10 out of 10, was John Cena's surfboard plane. That was fucking awesome.
That's the kind of ridiculous that we need in the Fast and Furious movies.
Yes.
Not a ridiculously long barbecue / monologue about family. Like, do the people that make these movies like think that's like the best thing? Are they on set just like getting weepy during Dom's like monologues? Oh my God, Dom, we got to do that scene again. Everyone was crying so much it messed up the sound. I'm sorry. I'll pull myself together. Oh, it's so beautiful.
What I need for Fast and Furious 47 is for him to just look into the camera, dead serious, and go, "I am Groot." I'll tear up.
Let's see. I go through a couple notes here. There's a hospital bed wired to gas an entire hospital of guards. And it works if you're chained to it. Vin Diesel flips a car with one arm. An 8-year-old kills several people with a cannon. So that's probably fine. Let's see. I have a note here that just says, "What is physics?" I'm guessing I wrote that during the time when Dom was using 2 helicopters as a flail with a car.
Yep.
Or I might have written that after Dom drove the car out of the airplane. And my other note is, my day is ruined. Traffic was good, so I had to watch the previews. Yeah, I had good traffic on the movie theater, so I watched the previews by accident. That wasn't good. They're making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Hell yeah. I'm ready for that.
I'm looking forward to a movie where if you lose the power, all the doors open themselves. We've already had a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It starred Nick Cage, and it was glorious.
Yes. It was called Willy's Wonderland.
Watch that instead of this.
Yeah.
This movie is a 4 out of 10.
John Cena and Jason Momoa weren't in this. I would give it just like one of the worst scores I could. I'll give it a 4 as well. It's not Right? It's not offensively terrible. It's just
I'm surprised you don't rate it higher. Like, if you enjoyed Jason Momoa's character, I would think
yeah.
the entire movie would be pretty good. Because he is in a lot of this movie. It says it's starring Dom, but it's actually starring Jason Momoa.
Yeah, it's the dialogue that get me. It's Tyrese, who is Roman.
Oh,
I like his character, but he was so bad in this one that he just was such a clown. And I know he's kind of the comedy character to begin with, based on all the other ones, but he was legitimately just a miserable clown in this one. Everything he said was just eye rolling. It's like this guy he's got good on-screen personality.
Get a receipt.
Yeah.
Did anyone laugh at that? I was in the theater. No one did.
Brie Larson nearly cancels out, or just her presence nearly cancels out any enjoyment I had.
But she didn't do anything. Okay, so she was Little Miss Nobody,
Yeah.
which is the correct name for her, what she does in this movie.
I enjoyed this a lot more than I did Fast and Furious 9, if that gives you any hints.
Oh, God. Yeah, so that is probably the last Fast and Furious movie we'll do.
Yeah. Well, based on 9, that we would get a lot of like roast material out of this, and we got some, but it's not like this was nowhere near as bad as 9. All right, I got some stats and some numbers for you here. So on TMDB, the moviedb.org, Fast X has a 73% out of 100, of course. And on Letterboxd, Fast X has a 2.6 out of 5.
That is pretty high.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty fair. Oh my goodness. So the numbers so far, domestically 143 million, internationally 554 million.
Good Lord.
For a total of 697.
How much does the movie cost? I mean, this movie series has more stars than Entourage.
340 million.
So they haven't quite doubled the budget, but
no,
they did make enough to make 3 more of these things.
Yeah, if you look on TMDB, it just has they're not titled yet, but it just says Fast X Part 2 and Fast X Part 3. I can't believe they're doing a third one. What are you gonna do?
I can't believe they're still making these.
Yeah. For a $340 million movie, for it only to make $143 million domestically is pretty wild. All right, so that'll do it for us. Let us know what you think about Fast and Furious 10.
Okay, guys. Thank you for listening to the podcast YouTube video. Please like and subscribe.
I don't know how to turn this. I don't know how to stop the recording. Where's my hammer?
It's a red button. It looks like a hang-up symbol.
I don't know what blue. What's the difference between red and blue?
Well, just fold your laptop in half then.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So on that note, we will catch you guys later.